Okay, welcome back, or welcome to this first viewing. Today we're going to be talking about addresses, specifically like address research. It's 4 o'clock in the morning local time, so apologize if I'm a little groggy here. Um, and the scenario is this: you're working the 911 center. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. You get a 911 call, and the call is a hang up. You get the area of 8700 50th Street, and you run the research and determine that it is a apartment complex. So one of the things we can do is, just simply Google 8700 or 50th Street, Tampa. Look at that. So give us a nice little. We got a map where it is. You can go to the street view, which is always a very handy tool. Um, Remember, recognize what apartment complex this is? Yeah, I used to complain about this all the time, the 8700. 4939 East Bush Boulevard, because 8700 will bring you somewhere not here. This is Allister Place, Broadmoor, or what it's now Missoula North. But anyway, your longitude and latitude has pinpointed you to approximately right there. And you see immediately on this map that there's a police car here, which is kind of awkward. That may or may not be someone who we know. 413. Go ahead and research that and figure out who it is. Um, but based off of this, there's a few things, and just let's say the caller called back and said, it's the police officer. I can hear him and his family members fighting, and then I heard a loud bang. Obviously, you guys would be able to research where said person lived, but for whatever reason, let's say it was that wasn't a Tampa police car. What are some things we could do to try to figure out where this person lives? It appears that there are three and three. Now we're assuming that this guy parks or this girl parks in front of their house, which they shouldn't. It's very bad. We could look at some of the stuff. Anything standing out to anyone so far? Like the thin blue line flag right there in the window. Yeah, that's probably an indicator that the cop might live there. But just to make sure we do our best here, take another quick look. Anything standing out? Somebody, yeah, anything standing out? Wow, there's one house, or one apartment rather, that has a camera, motion light. Probably going to be where a cop lives. But again, just for due diligence, we'll check the other side. Anything here that we see? And the angle isn't really good on this side, but I would say it's pretty safe to assume that the cop might live right here, second floor. Um, and so what we can do is we can try our best to zoom in all we can. And unfortunately, the only thing I can make out is it's building 2. And that's going to be that collaborates your evidence or your call, or that's conducive or conductive, or it matches the information you got from the call. Um, and something that's also, I guess they're not going to show us that, but so this is one way that Google Maps can be useful. Another one that a lot of people don't think to use is Wow. Is Bing Maps. It's also a phenomenal source, and there are a few. Oh, there are a few other things that this offers that Google Maps doesn't. And going back to Google Maps here for a second, you see that essentially every single license plate is blurred out. I mean, we can drive around this entire complex. And you'll see they're all, well, I mean, that one, yeah, they're all blurred out. And then we go right here, 8750th Street, Tampa, and this is Holland American line. See, and this is exactly what I was talking about. So this is not where we were at. This being 8700 North 50th Street, that's not accurate because again, this is 8700 North 50th Street, where it says Broadmoor Apartments. So I'm gonna just go ahead and change this. But if you in CAD, try this out. Type in 8700 North 50th Street and see where it gets you. So we'll thank you, Bing, for. Oh my goodness. And I'm also doing this on a different computer, so I apologize for that. Okay, now here we have it. That's going to put us in the right spot. So the first thing we have here is Bird's Eye. Bird's Eye is phenomenal, in my opinion. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. You can look for major landmarks. Like I can tell you, this is the south side because I'm familiar with this little cul-de-sac. I've chased many people, and they've gotten away from me many times going through here. Um, but so to the north, we've got this is Bush Boulevard, right, yeah, right there, 50th Street. These are the apartments that we were where that police officer lived at. Um, so you can do a lot of things with the bird's eye, including spinning it around so you get a different view. So this would be the best view, I think. Yeah, for where that police car was. And I can't tell if that's it or if that's a pickup truck. Oh, no, here it is right here. So apparently this day this officer decided to back up. That's going to throw them off from where they're at. Right, good idea, officer. And as you can see here, he's pulled forward, or she's pulled forward. So these clearly weren't all taken on the same day because now, again, it's backed up. So, but this could give you, you could inform the officers some of the different layout of the apartment complex utilizing bird's view. Like I said, it's a great tool. But let's back up a little bit, and instead of the bird's eye, let's go and just click on the map right here. No, we don't want bird's eye. We want to not sign in. And I'm sure there's probably somebody saying right now, just click the street view button. Well, I don't see it. So we're going to zoom in as far as we possibly can. And we're just going to click right here because I had a feeling that was going to happen. Ooh, this one's all busty and beaded. Nothing like the Google van. Now, with this, it navigates the same way. If we are able to get in there, which apparently we cannot. So, TomTom, powered by TomTom. because it was not safe, so they backed out of there really quick. But with Bing, you can. Bing is not as good with blurring things out, and sometimes you have to just catch it at the right angle. Obviously, I didn't need to blur it because it was way far away. And they did good. Good job. Good job. They blurred this one. They did not blur this one. Potentially could be enhanced with some kind of enhancement imaging stuff. It's possible. So the Google Maps, Bing Maps, they can be, like I said, very useful and helpful with research. And every once in a while, you will come across something that wow, that didn't work. Once in a while, you'll come across something. That looks like this. Now, typically, it's a good indicator. That's Cobb's house. Um, that's Cobb's house. But also, coincidentally enough, well, I shouldn't say that might be a Cobb's house. Um, so there's ways that you can blur your house, and I'll just show you really quick. All you're gonna do is click right there. Poor problem. Whatever your problem would be the house. And what would you like us to blur? My home. It just ask you some questions. What's wrong? You can leave some of that stuff blank, but you can always just put in there that you are a employee of a government agency, and they're pretty good about just taking it right out. So don't worry about that. Um, so that's just some of the stuff with maps. I know I was probably going to go into addresses, but I think we'll leave it short, and we'll just end it with the maps, just so you guys can see just a little bit. The Bing and the Google are probably the two most common um, mapping systems, I guess, or mapping. Two of the most common maps that are available on online, and yeah, so that's I guess that's what we got for you today.